Welcome back to the International Day for People with a Disability APFA Championships for 2018 here live from Brisbane State High School. I'm Chris Suffield. Alongside me is New South Wales captain Dimitri Leolio-Davis. How have you found your first day of the tournament so far, Dimitri?
Yeah, it's been great here. Excellent venue, tough matches, so looking forward to a week ahead of more tough matches.
I'm sure this one will be another tough match. We have the hosts Queensland against New Zealand Red. Do you want to go through the starting lineups here, D?
So for New Zealand Red, we have Brendan Massey, number 5. We have Luke Alderton. We have Sarah Wilcock. We have Mikey Wheeler. And for Queensland, we have Josh Merkus, Bryce Castles, Tristram Peters, and Tom Latchin.
And Tristram out there taking a very nice shot early on. Queensland really applying the pressure to start here.
Excellent work there by Luke.
He's a really good defender, Luke. He's read that well. Now these two teams earlier on, Queensland got a very good victory against New South Wales to open the tournament, and the Kiwis had a strong win against WA. So it'd be interesting to see which team comes out on top here, but you would expect Queensland to be the favourites.
Yeah, you would think that. Being last year's champions, starting off as a strong one versus us in New South Wales, they're looking red hot.
How did you find that first match against Queensland out on the court?
Oh, it was great. Crowd's hostile. They play tough, they play hard, they're loud. Just messes with your head, really.
Queensland's really trying to turn the screw early on here. Mikey Wheeler having to do a lot of work.
They're doing well, though.
They're covering the angles very nicely to begin with.
They also have their out-of-the-box players upfield ready for those counter-attacks. They keep the ball in, so they're not just turning over possession and giving another set pass.
I think that's very much how both teams should play this game. They're all very good at reading the plays, so you'd expect them to be ready for those long passes.
Nice read by Bryce there.
Really close.
That should be a 2-on-1 there, I think. Not having the goalkeeper at the top of the box. It was 2 defenders, so that should have been called.
That's a really nice deflection there from Mike, the goalkeeper. Getting it out of the area nicely.
Not allowing the flick back as well, which is one of the main plays that we try to do in this sport.
Finally, they've got their setup right with the keeper in front. Long ball down to Peters there.
Mikey does well again.
Merkus with a long pass to Castles, but Alderton's done really well to cut that off.
They're just reading it so well in defence.
And that's what you have to do against this Queensland team. They're very good starters. They come out of the blocks nice and hard. Massey down the wing against Merkus there.
That was good communication there. Luke almost went back into the box, but must have been a loud call from Massey to let him know that he was behind him covering.
Nice little 1-2 there.
Just kept it in.
Yeah, Massey's doing really well here, trying to fight them off.
Excellent work not going in the box there, as well as keeping the ball in. Mikey was a bit hesitant there, but it's good. Better not to make the mistake.
That's good defending there by Luke.
And nice reading.
Another attacking opportunity here for Queensland. They've been camped down this end quite a lot, but the Kiwis are defending everything they've given them so far. But this is a really dangerous spot here.
Yeah. This is the sort of spot that you like. Multiple options.
That's good teamwork there by the defenders. Alderton got out of the box nicely to shut that down. But Peters here has a really solid block on Wheeler.
Yeah, Wheeler's sort of out of the play here. He needs to call for his spot. He didn't call. Yeah.
And that's very well executed there from Queensland. Do you want to talk us through that one on the replay, D?
Sure thing. So So Peter's got an excellent, excellent block here. Mikey really should have called for his spot, hold the play up, but then Josh, perfect positioning. That's exactly where you want to shoot. As the player rushing to the far post has no choice but to go all the way there, and the gap behind him is what's left open.
And the Kiwis are really quickly trying to get one back here. Massey in the box against Merkus, but Merkus has turned him around, and now it's Queensland's turn to go up the floor.
That's really Josh's strength so far that we've seen today. I don't think he's lost more than a handful of challenges, and it really gets Queensland out of trouble.
And I think that was smart play from Massey there too. He realised he wasn't going to win the challenge, so he put the ball out a little bit further up the court than it might have ended up.
Yeah, exactly. Try and limit their chances. Mikey here, Merkus, this is his forte. But excellent work by Kiwi Red.
A little bit unlucky there by Merkus. He couldn't quite control it. But the Queenslanders are really positioning themselves very well in the box at the moment. Alderton on Peters here, pushing him wide. He's got around him, but Peters is back in there.
Excellent layoff there. Excellent layoff there.
Again. Can he lay it off? Yes, he can, but Sandra just didn't quite read that one.
Yeah, Sandra just a little bit too close in that situation. Should have tried to hold out wide and hope that flick come off.
Massey did well to cut that pass off.
Absolutely. If you give people too much space around the box, they're just going to ping it left and right exactly where they want. So he did a good job of cutting that off.
Another tough sideline here. It's always difficult to get these exits.
Yeah, they have to be very careful here. Watch for Peters to jump from Queensland. Very good at reading this usually and keeping them pinned down.
That was a very intentional soft pass there from Alderton. Didn't want to give the defenders a chance to jump at him.
That's excellent work.
And Massey's beaten
Kept it in down the whole field.
Alderton looking to line up a spin, but just hasn't landed for him there.
Excellent communication there by the New Zealand team.
That's really one of Luke's strengths. He's a very vocal player, and I think they really need that if they're going to be successful here in this game.
Need to organise what gaps they're covering here. Who's got what? You don't want to give away a 2-on-1 in a situation like this.
Really nice, clever play from the Queenslanders there. Just as Merkus is about to hit it, Castles is pushing upfield a little bit, knowing that Peters is going to get the ball and preparing to receive a pass.
I think it was on that he could have done the reverse spin there if he let it run past him, but decided for the quarter circle and almost got it on target.
Almost a nice passing move there by the Kiwis, but they're under pressure here again. That ball was nicely played behind Alderton.
Contact foul there.
This is another really dangerous spot here for the Kiwis.
Let's go, Queensland.
So what do you like to do in these kind of positions here, D?
I don't want to give away too many things that what we like to do, but
it's all right. I'll let you miss that question. That's fine.
That was excellent. Excellent work by Tristram there.
Really good pass from Josh Merkus there too.
I think the threat of a contact foul being direct there really helped it. So Luke had to sit sort of central and had to leave Tristram alone on the post. And that's given Tristram the ability to just hang on the post, tap it in.
He just had too much cover there, I think. Oh, and the goalkeeper's isolated here, but Massey's done really well to get back here and help him out. Kiwis are getting a little bit close here. They have to really watch their spacing. All those 2-on-1s might start piling up. And Wheeler's again alone in the box there.
Need better communication. Someone going in, loud calls.
Alderton had pushed up really high and they just lost that voice at the back. Nice hit from Massey, up the court. Sandra's got to put pressure on here, and she has. But still, they don't have that back of the triangle sorted out yet. Massey's going to have to go in the box
back.
here. Yeah.
This is what Josh likes to do.
Brennan did really well there to win that
excellent
sideline.
work. He never allowed Josh to get on the inside there, keeping him always out towards the sideline. And ends up winning the throw in the end for it.
Always a little bit dangerous, giving Peters some time to have a look at that ball there, but that's great goalkeeping there by Mike Wheeler.
They're doing well swapping the goalie to the top of the box in open play.
Yeah. He didn't want to give that pass across the castle, so that was really clever. Smart play there by Queensland. Another set piece opportunity. They do love these kind of situations.
Yeah.
Merkus
Well
looking to catch the defender off guard there, but Alderton was all over that. But the ball has moved to a slightly better position for Josh.
Again, Mikey's blocked out here. He needs to be careful this ball doesn't go all the way across to Bryce.
And it's a really risky situation here. The goalkeeper outside the box there.
Yeah, could easily be called for a 2-on-1. As soon as Mikey's chair fully leaves the box, Luke has to be away from that post.
You see Luke backing up as well there. Merkus could do this all day.
Yeah, this is where he thrives.
And Mike's got turned around there, but Alderton's there to cover him. Merkus with a shot.
Excellent.
Good effort from the defenders there, but Merkus just turned them around a little bit too easy.
Yeah, I think so. Mikey got blocked out by his own player right here. Mikey lost sight of the ball. Turned Alderton inside out as well, and then just took the shot to the far post where he knew that there wouldn't be anyone there.
And there's a substitution here for the Kiwis. Sandra Wilcock off and Pat Edmonds on. And for Queensland, we've also got Bryce Castles off and Jack Gillespie on.
Luke taking the ball to the sideline, trying to get around and keep it in, which he's done.
I think both players were really trying to keep that ball in play there.
He's doing well, keeping it alive. Could have almost drawn a 2-on-1 there.
Nice little switch there between Alderton and Edmonds.
Trying to get the ball moving again. Excellent work. Queensland's positioning. Always seems to be at the right place at the right time.
A little bit risky spin there, but Alderton's got away with that.
He likes a few of those. I've seen him in open play.
You have to be really alert as the goalkeeper behind that, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Always hits like that can catch you unawares. And even if it doesn't, it's coming at you with so much pace that there's not much really you can do. And anything can happen on the rebound, or it can rebound anywhere, so.
Very close to another 2-on-1 there, but Massey's now got the ball against Merkus. And Merkus is just winning all of those sidelines at the moment. He's really putting him under pressure. Massey's still on him. Got to keep him wide and avoid the
here
blocks.
for the 2-on-1 and the 3 in the box, yeah.
That's good trust from there from Massey. He knew Alderton was there and he knew he had to avoid that 2-on-1.
Bit of deja vu here. Seemed to be for the last goal in this similar position.
Well, we've got different ears, which defender's on the ball.
Excellent clearance by
And
Mikey.
Mike Wheeler's going for a run here. Trying to keep Merkus under pressure. It's taking him down to the corner here. But Josh, once again, he's turned him around.
Too strong in those challenges.
Now the goalkeeper's out of position. He's got to get back in that box quick.
Massey has to be careful.
And
Alderton
now
did
he's
great.
isolated again, but it's good work from Alderton avoiding that 3 in the box.
Yeah, he just snuck out in the nick of time, I'd say.
Another substitution here for Queensland. Tom Dixon is coming on, Tom Latcham is subbing off, and Tristram Peters is donning the goalkeeper bib. Five minutes to go here in this first half. What do you think the Kiwis have to do to get back into this one, Dimitri?
I think all it'll take is one goal, a bit of confidence. They might be able to hit them on the counter with things like this, where again, like I said before, there's so much pace on the ball. Rebounds can go anywhere, and if you have outside the box defenders in spots that can set you off on the counter, anything can happen. But Queensland's doing well keeping them down here at the moment.
And it's a nice clearance there from Alderton, but Peters is there to clean up the mess. Massey on Peters, almost drew a 2-on-1 there.
Brennan's still fighting.
Taking him down to the corner again. Alderton's behind him. Edmonds is on the far side. What's he going to do with the ball here?
He's done excellent to keep that in. He's also drawn the keeper out. Tristram had no choice really there. He had to put it out. He doesn't want to get caught out, and now they can set their defence.
This is a really nice spot here for the Kiwis. Really good time to score here late in the half, but Peters is all over that short pass across the top of the goal there.
Excellent clearance. Tom did well to let the ball run. Bit of contact there in reverse. Yeah, had to be called.
I think the referee was trying to play a little bit of advantage there, which is good to see.
Interesting to see what they do here.
This is
It's always difficult to know what to do.
A little bit far away from the goal, so it's always a bit difficult.
Yeah, it's just hard to get the angles that you need, and the defence can be in your way. Unlucky there.
Jack Gillespie were a really, really good hard cut back there, but the referee's got in the way a little bit. So we'll see a set ball here between Gillespie and Alderton. So in a set ball situation, both players have to sit a metre away from the ball, facing it directly, and then when the referee blows the whistle, they go in and challenge for it. So we just see that usually when the ball lifts too high, over 50 centimetres above the ground, or if the referee can't tell who's put the ball out on the sideline. But occasionally we have little incidents like that.
Queensland with a deep throw in. Again, these are sort of tricky to get out of your own area.
But Queensland have been really working the ball nicely out of their own end to start this first half. So
Pat Edmonds lurking at the far post there. Luke can get it across to him. This is it. Starting their passing. There's a bit of contact there. That has to be called again. Second time for Tom. Going to get a speaking to.
I think the Kiwis got a little bit lucky there because that wasn't a good pass from Edmonds and could have easily gone all the way back up the court. But now they've got another opportunity here.
They have the direct opportunity as well. So we'll see what Luke does here. Bit of a miss hit, I think, there.
Yeah, didn't quite get enough power on that one. But Massey's working them to the corner here. Merkus is covering that nicely.
Luke's done excellent here. New Zealand red are in.
And that's a really good way to end the half for the Kiwis. They kept persisting with their passing and eventually one got through.
They kept Queensland down here. Josh has tried to dribble it. Luke's taken the pass off Josh's dribble. Pat Edmonds still lurking up the front from before, and it just gets an easy tap in at the far post.
I think Merkus will be a little bit disappointed with his driving there. He just turned to open up the angle, but he'll really look to get one back to end his half, I think.
Absolutely. He won't want to let it stay like that. He'll want to get it back.
And they've already won a 3 in the box free kick just to follow that one up. So
straight off the
Queensland late in
kickoff.
the half, looking for a fourth.
This is very, very difficult here.
And Tom Dixon's very crafty in the box as well. He likes to block players out.
Goalkeeper will have to be outside the court because the box is 5 metres deep and all players must be 5 metres away, with the goalkeeper being the only one allowed outside the court. Therefore, Luke has to sit at the far post. Any sort of touch by either of the players and it's a goal. So Mikey's got a lot to cover here.
And he's done very well there, but he's still under pressure.
He's
Alderton's
done
there.
excellent.
Bit of
Contact
friendly
there, but
fire.
their own players. Yeah, exactly. So no foul called.
All right, and we're into additional time here.
Oh,
And lucky for Pat Edmonds that the referee has blown half-time before he's made contact there. So at half-time we have Queensland 3 and Kiwi Red 1. We'll just take a short break and be back with you soon. Welcome back to the second half here between Queensland and New Zealand Red. What did you think of that first half, Dimitri?
Yeah, pretty clinical from Queensland. When they got their chances, they put them away. They had a little bit of a lapse of concentration at the end, and Pat snuck in one. So let's see if they can fire back early in the second half.
And that's what you notice with the good teams. They're able to really pounce on that little window. And the Kiwis were good enough.
Unlucky from Tristram there. He really had a shot on. The Kiwis have also made a sub in goalkeeper, and they've brought Mike Wheeler upfield, and they've put Toby Lipinski into goals. Again, a miss hit from Tristram there, not where he would have wanted to hit it, but Queensland really opening them up.
And it looks like Massey and Merkus are resuming hostilities from that first half. Lots of one-on-one play between those two.
Someone's lost a pin out on the court here.
It's Tristram Peters, and in that earlier game between New South Wales and Queensland, he had that happen a couple of times as well. Oh. Ah, they found it. It's actually Luke Alderton's pin. So I'm sorry, Tristram, when you watch this again. Don't mean to accuse you of causing a scene when you didn't. And we're back underway.
Great motion play there by Queensland, just didn't come off. Tristram
Peters
a little
trying to
too much
flick,
on the
yeah.
flick.
It's always a nice play when you can get that away.
Excellent work by Bryce.
Lipinski had to stretch a bit to save that one, but
Yeah.
did it nicely.
Split second decision there, doesn't know whether it's on target or not, so he has to make a touch just to make sure. Again, Tristram's got an excellent block. They've really got to call for their position here. That window's so big.
Great
But
save there from
excellent
Massey.
work.
Now Edmonds is away if he can get around Merkus.
This is the counter-attack we talked about in the first half. If you've got your players there ready for those rebounds, you can instantly...
Merkus has done really well to get back there and cover that. And now he's just trying to let it roll off Edmonds. Still
Staying
in play. The whole of the ball must cross the line
That's
for it to be
Brennan's.
out.
Oh, that's got to be a 2-on-1 there, maybe a slight advantage.
Merkus has taken Edmonds up
Advantage
the floor
from Merkus,
nicely.
and he's gonna...
Reverse there from Lipinski to try and
Oh,
save it.
what a save. Unbelievable. Someone's got to get there to help him. Massey comes in. That was a crazy save there.
The ball's still in play here. Merkus looking for the cutback. Mishits that one as well. And
Going out
Massey
for a
has
corner
no
off
choice
Massey.
but to concede that corner, doesn't he? This has been where Queensland has been dangerous with these corners and sidelines.
Not running the block play on this one. Josh sizing up his options. Goes high. Excellent work by Tristram there.
So on the replay here, Merkus takes a really nice hit here. Peters is the one in control of this situation. That ball could easily get to Castles on the far post. But Peters nicely jumps in there and slides it between the defenders. So Queensland are now up to 4-1 lead.
Nice flick back by Pat Edmonds there, but
Peters
Massey.
read that very well, didn't he?
Massey not in the right position and Peters in the right position. Massey and Merkus again down the sideline.
Good suit, Tristram.
Castles has to come to that. He's left it.
A little bit of
Here's a
hesitation
chance.
there from the Queenslanders. This is a game that really heavily relies on communication, and when you don't talk to your teammates, the ball often just rolls away.
Yeah, this has given the New Zealand Red team a really big opportunity. Edmonds goes down to the corner.
He just couldn't quite find any space inside the box, could he?
That throw in too close to the post there.
Merkus has kept that one in, which was a little bit of a risky decision. Edmonds
He's
has got
turned
around
inside out.
Dixon.
Oh,
Oh,
excellent
great
work by
recovery.
Dixon. Great recovery. Good flick, but nobody in the right spot. That's such a shame.
Wheeler was a little bit too much behind him, and Massey was a little bit too far on the other side. But Massey's still keeping the play alive here. Can
And
he get
keeps
around
in.
it?
Heavy touch there. Oh, he's done excellent. Excellent to keep that in. Trying to turn Dixon inside out. They're crossing over.
That's a senior safety.
Merker's just taking his time defending there, and he's already up to halfway now that he's got the chance to clear it.
Massey has to pull out earlier there. Let Pat Edmonds come in from a better angle and hopefully stop Josh from pushing him all the way down the sideline. Good spot for Queensland here. Again, Tristram straight onto his position. That window is massive for someone like Josh.
Could have been a contact foul there against Peters. Massey's done really well to clear that.
Yeah, they were in trouble, but their scramble defense has been excellent this game. Tristram's done well to let that swing his chair open, allow the ball to run through. And now the defense is turned inside out.
And here's another attacking opportunity for Queensland. While Bryce Castles is lining it up, I'd just like to give a shout out to our gold sponsor, Power Mobility, for this tournament. They've got a stall here if you're actually in Queensland, so come and have a look. And Peters almost slides that one through again.
Excellent ball, excellent save, good play all around there. Again, Tristram excellent on the block here. They really got a call for that spot. That window is massive for someone of Josh's quality. Bryce had to put that away, but unlucky there, hits the post.
Peters might have been calling for a foul there with Massey pushing the ball into his side, but this one's not given. A few running repairs here on Massey's chair. Looks like a Velcro strap has come undone.
Shows how heavy the contact was.
So Dimitri, for all the viewers at home, tell them what you mean when you're talking about the goalkeeper asking for his spot.
So when you're defending in your box, as a goalkeeper or defender inside your own box, if a player is somewhere where you want to be, you're allowed to stop the play and call for the spot. Once you move to the spot that you want, you can't move until the ball is hit. But it's a much better idea to do that than to leave a window the size that the Kiwi team have been leaving open, because for teams like Queensland, they can thread that ball through that all day long, and yeah, it's just ending up in chance after chance for the Queensland team.
And they very nearly did get another chance on that last play, all the way across the box. Merkus with a nice pass to Peters, but he just didn't quite get enough on it.
We got a 3 in the box here.
That's a little bit unlucky there from the Kiwis.
The Kiwi defence scrambled too much there, I think, and a bit of miscommunication, and all 3 players went into the box. Again, the goalkeeper has to be out of the field. Any sort of touch by Tristram is a goal, and
exactly
like
what you
that.
called there, Dimitri. Just a good pass, nice little deflection, and Queensland are now leading 5-1.
Bryce faking, seeing what the defence is doing. Takes the accurate hit. Tristram gets the touch into the goal.
And we've got substitutions all around here. The Kiwis are taking off Wheeler and Edmonds and bringing back on Alderton and Wilcock. And the Queenslanders have taken Dixon and Castles off, and Gillespie and Latcham are now on the field. It's amazing how often that happens off the kickoff, isn't it, Dimitri?
Yeah, you sort of get caught in two minds. You don't know whether to let the ball run behind you or to come at it, and you think maybe the defender's going to get the jump on you and beat you to the ball, and when everybody misses it, it just seems to go out.
And especially after you concede a goal, you really want to get one back straight away. You just get a little bit too excited. Wilcox straight into the action here on Merkus. She's done well not to give him the free run up the court there, but just couldn't keep it in play.
And this is what Queensland's good at, getting out of trouble. Good passes. Unlucky there. Kept in by Alderton though. Close to a 2-on-1 behind him, but I guess Massey wasn't really affecting the play.
You almost have to think if Queensland had an extra player, they'd be just passing around the whole team.
Yeah, exactly. Tristram taking it to the corner here. He's lost control. Unlucky there.
But once again, they've got the Kiwis on the back foot, exactly where they want them.
Yeah, you'd much rather put it out over the sideline there than give away a goal kick. So see if Queensland can keep them pinned in. But excellent pass by Massey and letting it run by Alderton to keep the ball moving upfield.
Alderton getting as close to that box as he could. But then
Wide
he's
open
pulled
here.
out.
And Massey done excellent there.
Lipinski and Massey working really well together there.
Wins the throw in there, sorry. Moving up the field if you're the player attempting to keep the ball in and it's touching two chairs, you'll always get the call there. So Brennan being on the outside, got the throw in for his team, but they've turned it over almost straight away.
So we've just passed 10 minutes to go in this game. Queensland really controlling proceedings now.
Excellent read by Luke. But Josh, ever present at the back to keep the ball moving in his team's direction.
He's done really well, Merkus, to keep the Kiwis under pressure the whole game. He hasn't let up for 1 second.
Took a quick one there, almost took the linesman's fingers off. But it didn't really catch the Kiwis unawares.
Just a little love tap there from Merkus on Alderton. And the Kiwis now have a chance to get it up the other end of the field.
Yeah, a bit unlucky there. It's always hard when someone just stops or moves in front of you. But foul's a foul.
Massey there with a really risky spin, but he's let it come off. Nice pass out to Wilcock, who's fighting with Merkus again. All right, she's left it for Massey. A couple of good passes from the Queenslanders and Peters.
Whoa, great save.
Fantastic save, wasn't it?
Good passing movements, good save again, good play all the way around.
Tristram
Not
Peters
sure if this
really
is a throw
does
in
love those spins, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, looks like a deep throw here. Gillespie
Deep
to
throw
take
in
it.
here. Oh, Tristram almost doing the same thing.
But he's turned both the defenders around here. And now Merkus has it on the far side.
Had all day to cut that back. Tristram across. Excellent work there. Out goes the goalpost as well. 6 on the board for Queensland.
That's a good finish there from Gillespie. Knew he just had to wait on the post for his teammates to get it across to him. Merkus had as long as he wanted there to play that pass, and he's hit it perfectly to Peters.
Yeah, that initial pass from Merkus, the defenders really need to quickly communicate, work out who's covering that cutback, who's covering the post, and just not allow it to get across to the other side.
So someone really needs to get outside the box there, right, Dimitri?
Yeah,
Close that one
absolutely.
down.
Put pressure on Josh outside the box, and if the goalie's in the bib and up front, he can also press out to the top of the box person as well.
And you just can't leave someone like Josh Merkus wide open like that. He's one of the most dangerous players in this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. He had all day. He picked his pass and they spread it wide and got another one.
That's a little bit naughty there from Wilcock there, blocking out Peters. A little bit of contact, and now Queensland have a chance to put it back down the other end again.
Almost one of those cynical fouls where you know what you're doing and sometimes that can earn you a yellow.
Little flick on from Peters to Gillespie. Back out to Merkers, who couldn't quite get the pass through Alderton. And he's got behind him there. Across the box from Peters to Gillespie. And well done, Massey, to try and kill the play, but it's still alive. And now the ball's finally out, and the Kiwis have one possession.
That ball earlier across by Tristram is a really great spot to put the ball. Sort of in a no man's land right along the top of the box. The outside defender's scared to be too close. And the box defender sort of thinks that they've got it covered, and it always seems to creep all the way across.
Well, a little bit of hesitation there with the Kiwis. And Lipinski was almost left isolated there before Wilcox got back in to help him out. Alderton's done well to close that attack down.
And their scrambled defence prevails again against the Queensland attack.
It's a nice little nudge there. Queenslanders are making another sub. Josh Merkis getting a few minutes on the bench as reward for such a good game from him. Peters looking to jump once again there, and he manages to get through.
He's done really well sort of hanging off the defender that he's marking and then coming around the backside of them and stopping all those short plays and the flick-on plays.
And yet again, they left their keeper isolated there for a second.
He's done well, though.
But Massey did do very well to get back in the box there.
Again, Tristram trying to get that spot. That's a massive window for someone.
And another substitution here for the Kiwis. Sandra Wilcock off, and Mike Wheeler back on, this time in the outfield.
Tristram hasn't moved during that whole substitution. He's kept his spot. That window for Bryce is massive. That's got to be a goal.
That's a great finish there by Gillespie. Nice and close to that goal post. Not much you can do as a keeper there.
Yeah, exactly right. Tristram, even while the subs were going, still blocking out. That window's far too big for someone of Bryce's calibre, and he's thread the pass through, Jack in the perfect spot, well-timed spin shot, and that's number 7 for Queensland now.
Queensland have really dominated in those set-piece opportunities today.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like it's something that they've worked on, and they're very, very accurate, whether Josh is taking them, whether Bryce is taking them. You just cannot allow windows that big against a team like Queensland.
And Tom Latcham there taking that goal kick for Queensland. Mike Wheeler's hot with the ball. Castle's in there to cover with Latcham.
Queensland with the scramble defence this time, and they've done well.
And Bryce is out here pushing to the wing. Massey tries to cut him off, but Castles is just too quick.
Yeah, Massey came in at the wrong angle there. Bit of contact. Ref played advantage for a few metres, but nothing come of it.
Massey just really wanted to shut that play down there, but he's given Queensland yet another really good position here for this free kick. Peters is looking to block out the goalkeeper.
Peters has a great spot. Massey's ready to jump. Now Peters blocking Massey.
Oh, well read there by Lipinski, who did so well to get out to that ball.
Absolutely needed that touch. If he did not get that touch, that was just going to be another Queensland goal, so he's done well. Tristram actually moved to the goal line to not allow Massey to jump across, thinking that that was the only player that would get across, but
it was a really clever play, but great reactions from Lipinski, and he's been pretty solid down back this half, but Queensland have just been too good. Alderton trying to get around Castles, and Bryce has turned him around.
Someone needs to get behind Bryce here.
Alderton's recovered again, and he's done very well to win that sideline hit. I think Castles might have thought that was his ball, but
yeah, I think he did there.
Didn't complain too much. And
there's
Gillespie,
Jack making sure.
Kiwis gain about a metre. And now we're closing in on the last 30 seconds of the match here. Queensland really never looked in trouble all game here.
No, there was that one moment where Kiwis brought it back when it was 3-1. And you thought if they could get up and go on with it, they could have been a surprise. But Queensland, I think off the ensuing kickoffs, instantly got a 3 on
Yeah.
in the box. Sorry, so
I think the Kiwis really started that second half nicely, but it's just so hard to maintain the pressure against such a good team like Queensland. Alderton through to Wheeler, who goes for the big spin.
unlucky by Wheeler, and that's the end of the game.
So Queensland run out victors here against Kiwi Reds by 7-1. So thank you everyone for watching this game, and good luck to all the teams for the rest of the tournament.